What's up with you guys, man? Welcome back to another video. So, disclaimer, I just got to thinking, on the way when I was going to give me some Chick-fil-A. I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, one thing I don't ever want to be viewed as is a leader. You know what I mean? And you know how some people tend to be like, well, how do you know this? And you think you know everything. Thing about it is I don't ever want to be a leader, but I do want to be able to, connect with the people that are like-minded like me. That was the whole point of this channel, was to connect with those people, but also was to continuously seek knowledge. And in the process of me seeking knowledge, spread the knowledge, to like-minded people, or to people who want to be able to do, who want to accomplish things in this lifetime, man. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point of this. So basically, so this is a conversation that I have often with one of my buddies I work with. Me and this dude talk about a lot, sports, life, and everything. Now, this is going to be one of the life things, right? So we talk about faith in God, right? So, to whatever you believe in, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you whatever you believe in, right? So you can't have faith. You can't pick and choose when you want to have faith, right? You got to have faith year round, day to day. Now, are there going to be days where you're going to question your faith and you're going to question, okay, am I a fool? Like, you're never going to question God, but you're going to question, am I a fool for, believing this and living my life this way? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we can never question God and the things that he do. But I said that to say this. So you can't pray for better days. You can't pray for, this and that. And then, you're stressing about it the next day. So you prayed about it Friday, but then you stressed on Saturday. So if you're going to pray about it, you got to have faith that God is going to work. And it's all about timing, right? It ain't going to happen immediately. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to take a year from now. It might not take a month from now, but it ain't going to happen the next day. It takes time for miracles to happen and for things to happen in life, period. So you got to get out of the mindset of next day blessings. I mean, does it happen? Yeah. But is it a day-to-day thing? No, it takes time for things to happen, right? So I go to what I'm saying now. So I found my passion in this world, and it's podcasting. I enjoy these type of conversations and helping people. But one of my biggest passions, obviously, is sports. I love sports to death, and I want to be involved with sports. I'm a former athlete. I'm realistic with myself, and I know that the level of information but work ethic I had wasn't going to get me to the NFL. Not even a collegiate level, but it was just me, it was a lot of things I'm not going to get into with that right now. Nothing political, but it was all in regards to me. I'm not saying that it was anybody else's reason why I didn't get to where I wanted to get to, you know what I mean? But I say that to say this. So I was looking at a motivational video. Well, I was listening to a motivational video this morning when I was showering, and it was just about, going for whatever it is you want in life and staying true to your grind. So the thing is this, right? And it was like the law of attraction. And for anybody who don't really know what the law of attraction is, in short terms, basically is manifesting something. So the law of attraction it would be equivalent to where I'm at right now, right? I work a 9 to 5, but I want in the future to be involved in sports media. You know what I mean? I want to be like a Stephen A. I want to be like a Skip Bayless, but I want to be that form, but I want to be a genuine form for the people who are actually connoisseurs of the sport. I don't want to get on there and talk crazy for views and to try to get attention. That's not what I want to do it for. I want to do it to educate myself, but also to educate other people, to get on there and play mental gymnastics with people and elevate my knowledge for the game, and in turn help other people who want to elevate their knowledge, regardless if you're a player, regardless if you're a coach, or regardless if you're somebody who never knew anything about it, who wants to get into it. It's never too late, and it doesn't really matter how you come up and how you get into it. It's just getting into it, just starting, right? So I tell myself that that's what I want to be, right? And I tell myself now I have to get out of saying won't, and I have to get into saying I am going to be that, right? So I started I'm going the non-traditional route. The world we live in now is so direct to consumer, to the point to where you don't have to go and be an intern at a company and be going to go do coffee runs and stuff like that to get an opportunity, even if you're more talented than the people that's up there. With YouTube now, whatever it is you want to do, you can do directly from here. Even if you're a rapper, man, if you're not even a rapper, a musician, you know what I mean? If you want to make music, you don't got to go sign to no label the old way, man. You can start here and build your own brand up from here. And now whenever you do go to a bigger record label or whatever, now you have leverage, and they can't just screw you around and sign you don't know any deal because you got stability. You got structure coming with you. You know what I mean? So it's like this situation can be beneficial for you, but not only you and for them. And when it can be beneficial for them too, it's a whole different bargaining thing. But back to what I was saying, right? So you want to say, I got to get out of the point of saying I won't or I hope. It ain't about no won't and I hope. It's about I am. And if I say that I am going to be be into sports media in any shape, form, or fashion, whether it's broadcasting, whether it's analysts, whether it's, just me breaking down games, giving my game time predictions. That's more so what I want to be. And then eventually, I want to get to the point to where I can do interviews. I can have a Justin Jefferson come on and we just talk, come up, not necessarily always just sports, like just talk about their come up, because I want to be able to do that because everybody come up is different. You might got this athlete who come from nothing. You might got this athlete who comes from, a whole, like a Christian McCaffrey who was groomed from it. So everybody has a different way of getting to where they get to, right? So a lot of times we tend to focus solely on the one traditional way, and that's what everybody focuses on. But for some people, they can't relate to that. Like a person that doesn't have the access of Christian McCaffrey, they can't relate to how Christian McCaffrey got there because it was things at their disposal that's not at theirs. So if you're a rags to riches guy, you can't relate to that. You know what I mean? You got to relate to another guy who's a rags to riches, and not saying that it's going to be identical, but you can take and pull what this guy done and put it in your way on top of putting your own spin onto it to get to where you want to be. And then from there, now you got a way to help. You see what I'm saying? So it don't have to be a certain way, but I want to be able to get these guys on these platforms and just talk about their come up to help the aspiring athletes. And it ain't even just about being athletes, man. It could be somebody who wants to be a lawyer, who wants to be a doctor, and they just don't have no knowledge of how to get into it. You know what I mean? And having guys like that come on here show it, or on my channel, or my other channel, my sports channel, eventually it shows them that. And I also want to do the same thing on this channel, but more so like with, the other aspects of life that we don't put enough focus on, like lawyers, doctors, nurses, school teachers, firemen, police officers, people that, military people who actually, live for more than just themselves. You know what I mean? But, not to get too far off into that, but that's some things in the future I want to do. But in so many words, man, it basically just basically saying, get to the point to whatever it is in your life, right? Make up in your mind first that this is what I want to do, right? So when you make it up in your mind that this is what you want to do, you want to also make up in your mind and come up with everything that you got to do to get to that point, because it's always, it's always a journey you have to go through. So the easiest part is, kind of understanding that this is what I want to do. Now, the hard part is acknowledging that it's going to take some work to get there, right? It's going to take some work to get there. So if it's going to take some work to get there, bust your butt and be willing to go through those steps, be willing to fail. And if you're willing to do that, don't question it. It's going to make a way for itself. You just keep manifesting it. You keep thinking that, and we become eventually. What we think is who we become, right? So if you're constantly thinking about this as if I do with sports media, and just being a part of sports in general, eventually it'll make a way for you. So, I say that to say that, man, just keep going forward, man, and have faith, man. If you say you're going to do something, man, put forth the work to do it every day. Now, like I say, and it's another part too, I want to make sure I get out there, I clarify as well, with the law of attraction and with faith, it has to work on both sides. So you have to have the faith in believing that it's going to work, but you also have to put the work out there to do it. You can't just be sleeping late every day, not putting no work towards whatever it is you want to do, and saying that, oh, I got faith, because it's not magic. You know what I mean? It's not magic. It's all about having the work ethic and putting in the work that lines up with, your dreams and whatever it is you want to do. And it's just like even with your religion, if you're believing in God, if you're praying to God every day, it shouldn't be no reason why you sitting up here stressing and about to get ready to, pull your hair out, because at the end of the day, God knows what you're going through. You've already spoken to God day in and day out. You've constantly given God thanks for everything that he does, that you do have in your life, due to him. So eventually he's going to bless you. But the thing is, it's not not going to happen overnight, right? Because that's be unrealistic. You know, the journey of what we go through is really what builds our faith and what makes us strong. So in the process of going through that journey, it's going to make you a better leader. And I'm not saying a leader in terms of people, but I'm just saying that a better leader with yourself. Also, if you have a family or if you have friends, and you know, and the message will be more stout because of you went through the process. You went through the whole process and you didn't cheat it, you didn't skip it, and you didn't try to manipulate God or the or the grind. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it comes down to. But like I always tell y'all, man, I don't want to make this video too long, but I did want to get on there and talk about that. So that is it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up. I'm talking about really smash it if you're rocking with the videos. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification. That way you'll be notified every time I upload, because I'm coming daily. I'm coming consistent, guys. You know, like I said, I got faith saying I'm gonna be this with sports, and I got faith in saying I want to be, you know, this big podcast, and not just necessarily a podcast, because I don't want to, you know, limit myself, but you get what I'm saying in terms. That's going to be the step until I get to where else I want to go afterward. That's the main focus right now, is just getting to the point to where I can do this and support myself from this alone. So in order for me to do that, man, I got to be consistent on top of me saying I have faith in God and have faith in the journey too, man. But I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out this thing.